Hello everyone, and welcome back to UrbeSalus. I am Leader Ames J15, and this is episode 7 of our Minecraft Survival Let's Play series. I know it's been a while, particularly more for me because it's been a while since I've recorded a video, but it's also been a while as far as uploads go. So I'm going to be trying to get in videos when I can, but with summer ending, it might get a little more difficult. So, also, this is my second recording of a Let's Play video in a row. So I'm going to try to go ahead and record 2 tutorials after this. But I need you guys' input because I'm starting to run out of ideas. So if there's anything pertaining to Minecraft or the server that you would like to know, please let me know in the comments, or you can shoot me an email. Because I need some ideas and I want to be able to keep the tutorials rolling. It seems like you guys are liking those a lot. Before we go any further, if there's anything that we can pray for, please let us know. The email will be in the description of the video, as well as the business inquiry link on the description of the YouTube channel. And also, this is a lot of information, the subdomain for our server will be posted in the description of the video. It is also in the description of the YouTube channel. Please be advised, this is a all ages friendly server, so anyone playing on the server will be expected to abide by the Xbox Live Code of Conduct, which is required by Mojang for servers, and also be expected to abide by the rules of the server, which can be found in the library. And to help me not forget to put a cue in, I'm going to go ahead and do a verse for this video. In episode 6, I didn't put a cue in because multiple reasons. One of them was I couldn't find where I did the reading until after I edited the video. Another thing is, I know episode 6 was a little confusing, and if you were trying to follow along with it and you were a bit confused, I apologize. I was a little confused too when I was doing the editing. So I'm going to try to clarify some things in this episode. Without further ado, I'm going to read our verse for this video, and it is in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 12, and I'm starting in verse 1. I'll tell you the last verse when I get there. So it looks like I'll be going until verse 7. So start verse 1, chapter 12 of Luke. Meanwhile then, a crowd of many thousands had gathered, so that they were trampling on one another. Jesus began to speak first to his disciples, saying, "Be on your guard against the yeast of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. There is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. What you have said in the dark will be heard in the daylight, and what you have whispered in the ear in the inner rooms will be proclaimed from the roofs. I tell you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body, and after that can do no more. But I will show you to whom you should fear. Fear him who, after your body has been killed, has authority to throw you into hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Don't be afraid. you are worth more than many sparrows. That's our reading from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 12, verses 1 through 7. Now I'm going to hop in and start by sleeping. After that, I'm going to eat a very healthy breakfast of sweetbread, because that's really what this cake is. So I've done a lot of decorating. I was trying to go for a non-confusing time-lapse in the last video, but turned out to be very confusing skipping around. So, where to start? I think I covered the fact that I had sheep and cows and chickens, but just in case I did get sheep and cows and chickens, I'm working on horses and pigs. Planted some more wheat. The wheat farm is doing very well. If you're wondering what this is my new fountain garden. I had a bunch of leaves from cutting down, well, actually from shearing leaves from trees. I started just shearing because I thought it would be cool to have some bushes. And then afterwards I was thinking, hey, what if I got one of those really cool, or what if I built one of those really cool gardens? And so I ended up using quite a few shears to make gardens. So sheep, chickens, and cows, a new garden, and we're trying to work on getting a horse. I might need an apple. I meant to do some research before this, but here I am. So, I made a stables. No horses in the stables yet, but I have a stables. So, in the event that I get a horse, I have a stables to put the horse in, and roof access. Try not to fall off. So, point of interest now is getting a horse to complete the farm, because if I get started on something, I want to go ahead and finish it before I move on. So pigs and a horse, and pigs are going to be easier, so I may end up having to do a mining trip before I finish, just because I'm running out of materials, and I've had I've had enough materials to get this far, and that's a blessing, but I am going to need some more in the future. So, also, I think, yeah, I don't have any more shields. Last one broke, so. While it's still daylight, I'm going to grab a boat. What did I do with the boat? Interesting. I'm going to grab a boat and it's about getting some pigs. I have shears still. I'm going to save those for sheep and sheep alone, because I feel like that's probably a good idea. Actually, I do have a shield. Probably want to save it though. I don't want to use it up now. Iron axe broke, I think. So there's that. I know where the boat is. So I'm going to turn this into wheat, and we're going to go get we are going to go get some pigs. I left the boat by the dock. That's what I did. And I definitely did it. Unless I forgot something. But nope. There it is. I'm trying to create a pathway so that it's easier to get around as far as not getting lost. I know it's easier to not use the pathway because the pathway has to go around a bunch of things. But that only gets annoying after a little while. I did a little bit of decorating. You probably saw the flowers. Trying to upgrade my living space before I tried to do anything. This is the right island. No, it's not. Trying to upgrade my living space before I try to do anything more daring. Like go to the Nether. So, I'm going to cut the mic off and see how this goes. So, turns out, pig might be just a little bit more complicated than I was thinking. I probably have to have a carrot. Looks like I've got some more research to do whenever I get around to doing research. Now I would like some string, but it turns out spiders are getting kind of hard to get to. And our mushroom farm is not doing terrible. Of course, mushrooms are really slow. Also, I laddered up in the last episode. That was the name of the episode. That was kind of exciting. I did run into some coal. Iron is looking a little sad though. It'd be interesting to find... Oh boy, I should have gotten torches. Why? What am I doing? It would be interesting to find how far this goes, because at some point I probably need to bring up on some other spot on the bedrock tunnel. Do another ladder up, or maybe some stairs or something. It's probably a better strategy to get more materials. Alright, where have I seriously used all the torches? Wow. Let's see. Yes or no? No, I didn't use them all. Just a bunch of them. Okay. So, I'm going to continue with the bedrock tunnel. And if it continues to be fruitful, then I'll stick with that. But for now, that's what I'm going to be doing. If it stops being fruitful, or just... Oh boy. Get stale for a while, then I'll try some different tactics. I hope that I'll come back to it eventually. There's a cave I could go dive into, but current materials suggest not going cave diving quite yet. I don't know, I might be phasing out of cave diving. I'm not sure. was saying, I think I'm phasing out of cave diving. It's something I used to use a lot, but it is really productive. I mean, this right here, this is great. This is wonderful. This is a blessing. In cave diving, normally I would find a little bit more than this, and this is a kind of mini cave, but I didn't have anything spawn in here. So, it's not the big, huge cave challenge, I guess. So I didn't really think of this as much of a cave. More like a cavern, I guess. I guess those are kind of synonyms, but still. And I haven't fully explored this place either, so this place could be really great. But I really think I should wait until I have better materials to go cave diving. If you have the materials and you can survive it, cave diving is really, really productive. Usually end up with a lot of great stuff. But you also end up coming, you also will very likely end up coming into contact with some rather unfriendly beings. Some of which, or most of which, maybe even all of them, want nothing more than to do away with you. So, I don't want to be done away with every time I go into a cave. You know, I can respawn. It gets way too repetitive, takes out my XP. I prefer to go out on bedrock, get enough materials, then go cave diving when I feel like I have enough materials to really get the best experience of a cave. And once you can do that, then it's awesome, because down here I run to a deposit, and I'm not really sure how much more likely it is for me to run into another one, and eventually, depending on the resource, is probably going to get used up. When you go mining, it's normally the harder to find resources you're looking for. Certainly harder to get. So, when you go into a cave, it's a lot more likely that you're going to run into some great stuff. And also some pretty terrible stuff too. So, 6 1/2 a dozen the 6 1/2 dozen the other. This is a lot of waiting, and you probably will find some great deposits. Caves is a lot more likely, but it's also a lot more likely to run into some unfriendly beings. So, and down here you can run into caves too, which can be good and terrible at the same time. Because sometimes you're like, great, a cave, I really like caves because they have great stuff. And other times you're really not feeling it. You're just like, oh, that's not great. It's a cave. There's some mean things in there. And they want to get me. So. Oh boy. So, pro tip. And I'm not a pro, but it is a tip from pros. People who are pros. So. But it's a pro tip. Lava is like a big giant X marks the spot for a lot of neat stuff. And this is really a great spot. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be this great. This is really a blessing. But seriously, this is a great spot. How long will it be a great spot? That is a very good question. I don't know. We'll have to find out together. But it is a great spot. And I'm going to start, I guess, what we call a secondary tunnel here. Start at bedrock, and then we got secondary tunnel. Slightly offset, I feel like. I mean, I can go ahead and check the exact distance right now, but I believe there's probably a slight offset. We could do a really cool staggered pattern that you really can't see if you're just using the tunnel, but if we go, like, during a tutorial, go into spectator mode and see how close they are. Let's see here. Oh boy, this is a pretty big offset. Never mind. Anyway, it'll be great to have a tower, not a tower, a tunnel here. So this recording is getting closer to our end mark. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording for a while and come back and let you see the rest of what I find. So, pretty good so far. I'm gonna stop recording, come back, just so we can fit more into the video. So, see you in a little bit. Alright, so I think it's getting close to where we need to wrap up. But let's look at what we've got going on here. This is a blessing. 55 pieces of raw iron. I found so much iron. It was actually a little bit annoying, but just a tremendous blessing. And there's also iron that I was already smelting from when I was mining on video. I got a bunch of coal as well. I actually got more iron than coal, which is interesting. But, wow. Just wow. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna find this. But a lot of redstone as well. This is our total redstone for today. So, 104 pieces. And our total is rather large as far as overall total of redstone. And just redonkulous amounts of cobblestone. That secondary tunnel is really working. It is really working. That is great. What did I do? Oh. So, more polished diorite. And some more granite as well. And a little bit of dirt. So let's make some more torches. So you heard that. It's really annoying. I've been hearing a lot of those lately. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. A lot of those. Actually, the grand total is 3. So grand total of 3 ambient noises so far, which means there's a lot of great opportunities and a lot of scary places. Wow. Wow. Let's go ahead and see what our grand total here is of iron. Why is it still? Wow. 87 ingots of iron. Bringing our grand total of iron to 88. As far as ingots that we haven't used, this is amazing. Great blessing. So let's see here. 3 for an axe, 3 for a pickaxe, 2 for a hoe, 1 for a shovel, 2 for a sword, and 3 shields. I'm going to make those, and we'll finish up the video. So there we have an axe, and our shovel, a sword, an iron hoe, and our iron pickaxe. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and make some more pickaxes and another shovel. Just go ahead and round this out. One more shovel. And 3 more pickaxes. And we've still got a whole stack of iron left, which is just amazing. And a blessing. So there we have it. Put our wood that we have left here. Keep some of these down here. Definitely want to have these. In fact, I think I'm only going to bring 1 to the surface. Keep a shovel here. Bring a shovel to the surface. And just keep the sword with me. Keep 2 shields down here. 1 shield on me and 1 shield in the house. Oh, bother. What in the world? There we go. So this has been a little bit of a more calm mining video. Hopefully you enjoyed the new upgrades to the yard, and there's a zombie. We need more lighting in there. Go ahead and take care of him. Don't like that at all. That scared me. I just don't like that noise. Anyway. Hopefully you've enjoyed the new additions to the yard. Probably need to find a village and get a carrot before I can get pigs. I don't know. I'll have to do some research on that. Also do some research on saddles and horses, and probably need to chop down some trees. Get some apples. But our toolbox now has another iron shovel and an iron hoe, which would definitely help because we are going to be doing a lot of mining. Or farming. I said mining. We're going to be doing a lot of farming, and some people might not really see a lot of purpose in having an iron hoe or even a diamond hoe. Really, a diamond hoe to some people is really pointless. But if you have a big farm like this, or an even bigger one, it'll last a really long time. And it would make a little more sense to me if that's something you want to invest in, if farming is something that you want to do a lot. It depends on the situation. Now, if all you want to do is explore and mine, and maybe dabble in a little bit of farming, then I could see where having expensive farming equipment is just a little overkill and not necessary. But in my case, it is a pretty big wheat farm. Could be bigger, I know. But having a sturdier tool helps me because it's big. I'm going to be going back to it a lot, and farming is something that I want to do. I like to go through all areas of the Minecraft experience, so I really like to have a sort of self-sustaining area, or a closer to self-sustaining area, before I try to go exploring. I want to be able to find my way back, which means I need a compass and that sort of thing, which now I should probably make, and figure out how to make a lodestone as well. But farming, food, wool, milk, it's very, very useful in that area, so I like to do that. Mining, of course, is one of the basics of the game, and I like getting better tools and finding cool stuff. So, exploring, I do enjoy exploring as long as I can find my way back. That's the problem. If I can't find my way back, then I'm kind of like, ugh. So, get a compass and a lodestone is probably what I should do, and implement a tactic that I've seen before. Maybe put multiple beds in places that I really want to explore. If you want tips for mining, use strategies. I did staircase down, ladder up. Maybe don't do such an elaborate staircase as I did. I mean, it might look cool. It was a pain. It really was, and it wasn't very efficient. But staircase down, ladder up. Bedrock tunnels, tunnel mining, branching off from those tunnels, looking for caves, and make sure you light everything up. Get rid of the mobs, and always mine until all your tools break. if you're trying to go on a big mining expedition, mine until your tools break. That way you're using max efficiency for your tools. Now if it's quick, little tiny, oh, I know there was a deposit of something I need over here, let me just grab that real quick. That's one thing, but if you are setting out in the purpose of your errands at one point in time is just a mine, go ahead and break your tools. Like if you spend a day chopping a tree down, go ahead and break your tools. It's max efficiency. You're going to get a lot out of it as long as you implement tactics. And that's my tips on that. So I hope you've been enjoying these videos. If you have, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. It will definitely help. And if there's anything that we can pray for, please let us know. The link will be in the description, not the link, I'm sorry. The email address will be in the description, as well as the business inquiry link on the description of the YouTube channel. Please let us know if there's anything that we can pray for. We're going to be posting the subdomain for our server. And please let me know in the comments of this video, of the tutorial videos, basically any of the videos. Let me know what you want to see in the tutorials, because I'm going to need some ideas. So Minecraft related, you know, or the server, like how to do certain things on the server, or how to build certain things or find certain things in Minecraft. Just let me know what you're looking for so I can put it in those tutorials. It seems like you guys are really enjoying the tutorials. So thank you guys for watching. God bless, and have a great one.